Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Day's Podcast along with a new video. I want to tell you guys that I truly appreciate you guys listening and watching and viewing and subscribing and liking, and I will continue to do more over time. I have much more to be able to do as far as with Patreon and Spotify, and we will make more over time as far as with free content too. But today I do want to talk about Usher in his debut album. I do not think I've had the time to really talk about Usher yet. And I just, why not, So let's get into it. Usher is the debut studio album by American singer Usher, released on August 30th, 1994. I was very much, this is the 8th month of the year. Okay, yeah, I was very much 3 months at this time. By LaFace Records and Arista Records. As executive producer, Sean Puffy Combs mostly handled production work on the album, as additional production was provided by Chucky Thompson, Devontae Swing, and Albie Shore, among others. Despite underperforming on the charts, debuting at number 167 on the U.S. Billboard 200, the album reached number 4 on the U.S. Heat Seekers albums chart. The songs Can You Get With It, Think of You, and The Many Ways were released as singles to support the album. So yeah, the album was recorded between 1993 and 1994. So the critical reception, someone had said at Yahoo Music that the album was an enjoyable ride. Someone said that there was a negative review to say that it was sophomoric and remarkably dull. Well, you know what? We're an unbiased channel, and I want to say that, with the chart placement at 167, like I have said with other chart placements from albums, whether they were debuts or just, within them releasing more albums over time, when an album charts at a certain place, it really depends on what they do after, whether it's the debut or not, and if they're able to sell, of course, too. Now, I can't say that this is a bad album, and I can't say that this is a completely good album, because this is where he just really first started. And at the time, the singles were holding him down, to be honest with you. This is early Usher, and, like I said, with previous artists before, your debut is when, you're able to be seen. But when you get to that second and third album, if you didn't do well in the debut, you need to be, getting it going by the second album. And I can't say that when it came to My Way, by 97, so this is within 3 years' time, I can't say that by, when it came to My Way, we didn't see a whole shift. It's not so much right here where he's about 14, 15, whatever case may be, or older than that, maybe even 16, because I believe it says he was born in 1978. So yeah, maybe about going on 16 years old at this time. So it's just, this is a young guy right now. But yes, Usher debuted at number 167 on the U.S. Billboard 200 chart. The album has also sold 500,000 copies in the U.S. up to now. But yeah, guys, let's look at the track list. Track 1 is I'll Make It Right. Track 2 is Interlude 1. Track 3 is Can You Get With It. Track 4, Think of You. Track 5, Crazy. Track 6, Slow Love. Track 7, The Many Ways. Track 8, I'll Show You Love. Track 9, Interlude 2, Can't Stop. Track 10, Love Was Here. Track 11, Whispers. Track 12, You Took My Heart. Track 13, Smile Again. And track 14, Final Goodbye. Yeah, there was a few collaborations. Faith Evans actually had a writing credit as well. There's a couple people that helped on this album. Okay. But yeah, as far as with Billboard, 167 with the Billboard 200. The top R&B hip-hop albums chart. Now, I don't know if I talked about that. He did debut at number 25. And so by the end of the year of 95, because this was released at 94, So at the end of 95, he was still charting at the US top R&B hip hop albums at 89. So by 96, it's like, okay, well, I don't know if I'm gonna be charting as high now because we got to get into a new era with touring and everything, you know. And I believe he was making appearances on Moesha at the time and a few other shows, and you know, just there was a couple things that was gearing up as far as with a lot of artists at this time in the mid to late 90s. A lot was changing, and you know, it was getting real, and it kind of still is right now. But I thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll be back with more.